You can destroy planets, but you can never destroy what I am, friend.
Glue! So happy. Why exactly are you, Glue?
Because I'm a cat.
You are to blame for this, Satan. Why do I ever listen to you?
By the power of Grayskull.
The hell wrong with you?
We're bad guys. It's what we do. Taylor! Don't let her get away, Mommy. Don't let her live.
I won't. Right, whoa! A talking skull! I'm so scared. I wish I had a ham sandwich to calm my nerves. I'm not afraid.
You will be. You will be. Such heroic nonsense.
Hello, 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 hello.
Welcome to the future.
I don't remember if I'm recording. I think I'm still recording.
Hello.
Yep.
We glad you made it. Welcome to the future. Anybody used to listen to radio?
Welcome to the beyond.
Aha. Beyond.
Welcome
To beyond
Brad.
the grave.
Who are we talking to beyond the grave?
He's still in robot mode.
We've unplugged him. He's possessed. Okay.
I don't know if I can handle that.
Chicken.
I think this is a go.
How you doing, everybody out there in podcast land?
Hopefully, there's you all out there in podcast land.
Oh, somebody's listening.
I hate to think that this
Laughing
is
at
going
that.
to the dead airways.
There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there should be. We just got through filming 4 episodes of unboxing. It was a joyous time.
Great time as always. Always get to have fun playing with the
Yep.
action figures.
Got.
So it's like you get a build-up, then you get to release it all because you bought all the action figures.
So you're saying we're going back to a depression?
No, I'm not sad. I'm still happy.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like it's depression.
Oh, well. I'm not depressed. Look, I got a Princess Leia with a machine gun. So
Yeah,
what's better
I
than that?
bought the Todd munitions pack. What's wrong?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. I don't understand that.
Just a little low, that's all.
How is that? Is that better?
No?
No, not at all.
Now it is. Okay, that's probably
Okay.
what you got to do that.
Well, yeah, with these microphones, it is better to kind of get your mouth up on it, and so people can hear you. Okay, so what are we doing here, gentlemen? It is like going on 10:30 in the evening. I am still hot because it's not August yet.
Man, I can't wait to fall. Bring on the Halloween. That's when it feels good outside.
Yeah, warm Halloween. Bring us a good warm.
I kind of like summer. In fact, something about a hot summer day. I feel energized sometimes by it.
It is good to get out into the sun.
Into the sun and really feel it. And then, the one thing I don't like about fall, because as much as I love creepy stuff and monster stuff, I don't like a winter, the oncoming winter. I can't stand winter. I hate February.
I don't mind it too much, but I tire of worrying about what the weather is going to do.
Yeah, I
'Cause I'm
tire
that
of it.
old now.
Winter don't bother me too much, but I definitely like the cooler weather. So
That's
yeah,
why.
I'm a fall guy.
You are the fall guy.
I am the fall guy. Anyway,
Lee Majors.
the leaves and stuff,
Leaves.
and
Oh,
trees all
you're one of those
trees.
romantics then.
No, I just think that stuff's
No,
cool.
there's nothing
I mean,
wrong with that.
We live
I'm
out here
sorry
in
I
the
said it that
boonies,
way.
and
Being a
you know,
hopeless
we see
romantic is nothing
a
bad.
pretty sunset and a nice fall day with the trees.
Okay.
You know,
That sounds a little-
That's
It sounds
that's
like you're going
pretty.
too far now.
Well,
I
I was
like
being
the
serious.
scorched
Though.
earth summer.
Yeah.
Scorch the earth.
And fall time is also better to go to concerts, I think, too, because you're not next to this big old sweaty dude. And smell like ass. And so you don't like that.
Have you ever been to a wintertime concert?
Yes,
Like,
I went to one in February.
not indoors? Has there
No.
ever been one?
I'm sure, but
I'm sure, but
an outdoor.
I don't know that I'd be too interested in going in February.
It's supposed to snow and Typo Negative is playing. We're going to go. That's still no?
Well, if they got Peter Steele back from the grave, yeah,
Yes.
I would go.
Yes, yes, yes.
Played as
I'll go.
Beyond the Grave, Peter Steele.
There you go. Full circle.
We can interview him afterwards. Well, Cobra Commander could.
I don't know that he would have the patience for that, but yes, it's,
Which one? Cobra Commander or
Peter Steele.
neither of them.
They both just look at each other and go, no.
Hissing at each other the whole time, huh? Yes.
So what normally do we do here at Podcasting from Beyond the Grave?
Well, I know I like talking about comic books and superheroes and not even that. I'll shoot some Star Wars, some Transformers, everything that
But
we
we've been
grew up
talking
on.
about
At we always talk about that. We also like to talk about some music because I know we are some avid music fans here, and we all diverse in our likes of stuff too. So that makes it very cool because sometimes you learn something that you didn't hear before, and you're like, hey, that's pretty cool. And then sometimes you hear some shit like, nah, that's not pretty cool. But then maybe Brad says, nah, dude, that was pretty cool. So, it's a good mix of opinions around here. So, yes, we like talking about music. No, me and Brad just got back from seeing Avatar.
The movie?
No.
Did they re-release it?
The metal band.
The Swedish band
Swedish.
Avatar.
And they was also joined by, I'm still...
Light the torch.
Light the Torch, but I'm still having fun with this name.
Do it.
The
I think
Callous Dowboys.
Callous Dow Boys.
Yeah, I need to. I found a YouTube page. and
He
I've
almost
already
said you need to go out and buy the CD.
Well,
so at least
you won't find it in
subscribe,
the
so
easy.
You won't
listening.
find a CD anywhere. I don't see.
you won't find this
Well, I
at
was
your
trying to be nice,
local, local Kmart, or is this already in the bargain bin at half price bookstore?
It's not a Goodwill.
Oh,
But they should play Goodwill.
I think they said they played the Books a Million.
Books a Million.
that's awesome.
But yeah, they was definitely something to listen to. But Light the Torch, of course, comes on afterwards, and
So
they,
what kind of a band? You all didn't talk much about them, so I'm assuming that they weren't as good. Or
No, they're really good. They're like solid professionals, seasoned professionals.
yeah, the singer sounded great.
The lead vocalist, yeah, he used to be in Kill Switch Engage.
got
He's
a
been in a lot of bands.
got a good growl, and then his the
Not
backup
really
singer,
guttural.
No.
He's not guttural
Just-
growl, but
no, not guttural, but he had a good wail on him. I'd say that'd be a good word for it. Then, how long was you say their set was? Probably about.
Avatar played 2 hours.
and where was this?
It's at the Mercury Ballroom
That's right
Downtown
next door
Louisville.
to the Palace.
next door to the
right
Palace
next door to
Theater.
the Palace, yes.
Right where the mayor got punched a few months ago. Actually, right, yeah. He was
Yeah, you was telling me about
he
that.
was
I
walking
missed
right
that.
past Mercury Ballroom and somebody ran up and punched him and ran off.
He had a.
But we were
punchable face
fine.
in
We
it.
didn't even have any panhandlers. I was surprised. It was really,
It's too hot.
I guess it was too hot for panhandling. I saw some out the other day, and so
Yeah, because that happens a
It's
lot.
gotta be a hard
when you're in
job.
Louisville, or probably any downtown city.
not just
That's-
downtown. It's all
I
over the place.
believe you
but
said that's got to be a hard job.
standing in the elements all day, asking
Yes.
people for money.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to do it.
No, I'm sure you don't pay that well.
No. But yeah, Avatar were really good. I was happy to see them because they will not be on on the big festival. Donnie and I are going to the 4-day Louder Than Life festival in
Did you
September.
get tickets for 4 days?
Yes.
Yes, we both have tickets for 4 days.
I
We're
mean,
going all
Gonna
4
rock
days.
our ass off.
We're
I'm so
going
proud
to
of you all.
every day for 4 days.
That's awesome.
10 to 12 hours a day of rock.
And shoot,
You
there's
should
all
figure
kinds
out how to
of people gonna be
podcast
there, too.
after every single day. And
And who are the headliners, Donnie?
Well, I know there's a lot of them actually.
is it Kiss?
So Thursday, well,
Kisses?
hold on.
Yeah.
Thursday night, who is it?
Thursday night, there's 9 Inch Nails, I know for sure.
Thursday night is Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails.
How long do you think he would play for?
Maybe 40 minutes, maybe. What do you think?
I would think at least 60.
Well, that'd be good, nice.
60 to 80.
I was
Oh,
thinking,
I would-
since, I'm thinking about the festival, because
Yeah,
of
because
course
you got
we've
so many
all
bands
seen
in a day.
Rob Zombie before,
But
by
there's like,
himself.
what, 3 stages?
Well, there's only 2 main stages. There's a smaller stage, but by the time we get to the headliner, that stage is already shut down. They'll have, I would say, at least 90 minutes for the headliner. He's the headliner of the entire show. Now, Evanescence and Shinedown
Maybe they'll get.
are the secondary headliners.
Get a half an hour.
Oh no, they'll get more than that. They'll get 45 minutes to an hour. I would think.
I'm not sure. Can't. I just know, like I said, that I know we've both seen Zombie before, by himself, and he puts on a longer show than he did at the one Louder in Life we went to
Oh,
before,
yeah.
and he
Yeah,
was there. So that's
absolutely.
what I was going by. I was just like,
Yeah, Avatar would never play a 2-hour show at Louder. So then Friday night we have Slipknot debuting their new song live. The Dying song.
The Dying, yeah.
Yeah, we like it a lot. I love it. Actually, I've been chanting it for the last couple of days. I think it's really, really addictive. And so Slipknot with
See,
does it Bring Me the Horizon?
let's see,
And-
I actually got to look at the list because, I can't remember.
Well, I'm trying to
today.
think who the top 3 are that day.
You,
Shinedown is one of them.
you
I
know
think,
we
too.
have the internet available.
Yeah, but we're using our actual memories to come up with this.
That's probably not a good idea.
Saturday, who's the top 3 on Saturday? You can say easily, right? Go ahead.
Yeah,
Saturday.
that'd be Kiss, and then Rob Zombie, and what was the other one?
You know that one guy, the School's Out guy,
Oh yeah, Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper, and the order will be Alice Cooper, Rob Zombie, Kiss. Kiss.
Kiss.
Kiss will be that. They will be the last band that night, and then Sunday ends up with Incubus and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Alice in Chains. On Sunday.
Now see, I haven't seen the Chili Peppers since
That's since we went to
the '90s.
Lexington and saw them with
Foo
with
Fighters.
the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
And the last time we saw the Foo Fighters, they talked about that tour.
Yes, they did, didn't they?
They asked if anyone had seen that tour, and a lot of people had said yes. So.
Yeah, that was a good show. Both of them.
And then, but and those are just the headliners, and all the other bands I'm
Oh.
really excited for seeing
Yeah,
over 4 days. Spirit Box, I love Spirit Box. And
Clutch is going to be there. I want to see Clutch. I've never seen them. I love all their music, and I'm ready to see Clutch. So
Ice-T's metal band Body Count, they were big in the 90s. I
I've
never
seen
saw
them before. They throw on a good show.
So that's going to be cool just to see that. In This Moment, they're going to be on their tour for their Blood album, and in the set list, they're asking the fans for a lot of input on that. So I want to hear some different stuff. It seems like the last couple In This Moment tours,
They played the same.
pretty much the same
Yes.
set list, and I want to hear them mix it up a lot. I want to hear some of the deeper cuts off Blood and Scarlet. And,
I like to hear some older stuff, like some Beautiful Tragedy or something like that out there.
I think
earlier
it's
stuff.
it's all going to be just Blood and
Oh yeah, it would
maybe-
be all new stuff. But yeah, I'm like you. I would like to hear definitely some mix on what she does for sure.
I know the song Blood is off that album. I want to say is Horror off that album. I think it may be.
Might be.
Adrenalize Me might be too. I'm trying to think. But anyway,
It was-
so I'm excited.
Sex Metal Barbie.
Sex Metal Barbie's not on there.
Can't remember.
So they're going to be good. Hailstorm will be good. Guar. Haven't seen Guar in years. They're always fun. But will you be close up enough, you know, to
Well, yeah,
interact?
because if you're going to see Gore, you don't even need to know any of their songs. You can just show up, bang your head, and get spewed all over.
There's a documentary, if you have Shudder streaming, Beyond the Grave. Shudder streaming has a Guar documentary on right now. It's exclusive to
Oh
them.
yeah,
It's really
like
fun.
yeah, I've seen that advertised. I haven't got to watch it yet. But
Between
yes, I did see
Shudder
it.
and Funimation apps, that's where I usually am. Watching the William Girdler films. 'Cause earlier today my friend John and I were broadcasting Beyond the Grave at Cave Hill Cemetery. We went
Literally,
to-
huh?
Literally Beyond the Grave.
So, who'd you visit?
We visited William Girdler, the Louisville native who had went on to direct some iconic 70s films like Sheba Baby starring Pam Grier, filmed in downtown Louisville.
Really?
Yes, there's some amazing 70s footage in that film of Louisville.
I'm putting it on my list
Sheba Baby. You have to find that one.
right now.
There's a African American version of The Exorcist called Abby, and I've seen that. So I get to see the, not exactly, but it's very similar in tone. And the trailer for that is on YouTube. It's pretty fascinating. He did some others that I haven't been able to dig up, and then, of course, you know, two of his big ones were Grizzly and Day of the Animals, which are both what they sound like. Day of the Animals is just one of the most impressive things.
So it's a
Movie
nature
poster
film?
was very cool.
I love the movie poster.
Is it? So it's like a nature documentary.
Nature documentary of a giant grizzly who decides to start killing and eating humans, especially women. He seems to
Interesting.
particularly grab women. It was the 70s. And then
Well, from what I heard, only women bleed.
that was that guy that's playing before Kiss.
What was his name again? Oh yeah,
That
Alice Cooper.
guy, but, so yeah, but Girdler died, and it was sad. He was in He's in the Philippines. I almost said Vietnam. He's in the Philippines shooting a film and was in a helicopter crash and died
Wow.
just at 30 years old. So he could have gone on to direct a lot of cool. He was a talented guy. And you know, the movies may be kind of 70s kitsch, but there's some thought behind them, and they're really entertaining. If you love 70s cinema like I do, then I'd highly recommend them. They're both on Shudder right now too, and I'm not being paid by Shudder, but it's just that it's all available there.
But if they're interested,
I'm sure some other places. And then we also, we had to go see Colonel Harlan Sanders because you're in Louisville. Go see the Colonel.
does he have like a tomb or a?
No, it's not. It's not a tomb. It's a chicken tomb. It's a.
Is it like a big bucket?
Yeah.
Like a big bucket gravestone?
Everyone talked about there should be a 9-piece in front of the. But no, he's just got a bust. It's a simple bust with a arch built above it and a like a huge marker talking about him and his wife Claudia Sanders. I think she had a
Right.
kitchen restaurant.
Yes, I believe it's still there.
Well, it's still there,
I
but
think
she,
it's for sale again if anybody's
Of
interested.
course, she ran it. He died in 1980. I believe he was born in late 1800s, so he had a good. Yeah,
Had a good run.
he did.
Made some chicken. Made it famous.
Met a lot of famous people too, because I know you see a picture with him and everybody seems like. I know, what's that guy that's going to be playing the night? Alice Cooper. Yeah, I know. There's a picture of them two together. And
Oh yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
a great
say,
photo of him with Mickey and Minnie at Disneyland.
yeah,
The Colonel.
Yes.
yeah.
It's inside the KFC we saw today. I have a picture of that if you'd like to see it.
So yeah, I know he's posed with a lot of people.
Oh, he certainly did. I worked for him for a short time. I didn't really care for it, but so then we also, and I mean, this is all sad. But then we did see Mia Zapata, who was the lead singer for the Gits, who was tragically killed in Seattle after she played a club show, and so that was pretty sad. Let's see.
Anything of other interesting seen out there? Just oddities or?
There's lots of statues. I mean, and there's so many people that It's hard to imagine how much money is
Is
spent on some of these
Cavehill
monuments.
famous more?
It's world famous. Muhammad
Okay.
Ali is also out there.
Okay.
Oh, is he? Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Muhammad Ali's out there. George Rogers Clark is out there.
They got. Don't he have a statue downtown too? I want to say.
He does that, yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of statues and monuments and crypts, and
Mhm.
there's a lake where you can feed
It's
the ducks. And
Interesting that there are, well, famous people, quite a few famous people. Like in this area, it's kind of like, well, put them in Cave Hill, because that's where you go. And that either that's where just people went, or that was that side of town, or to make it. Why does there seem to be a bunch of famous people there?
it's the nicest cemetery
Okay.
in the city. So
Yeah, I ain't never been there either. But I'd like to walk through.
What was
Sounds
the
like.
what's the graveyard that's across from where Phoenix Hill used to be?
oh my,
Now I've been to that one.
well, I've been to
Yeah,
that
we
one.
all have, but I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, I don't either.
Now that's a spooky old
Have to look that
graveyard
one
Yeah,
up.
because you get walking back there and
there
it's
ain't no
bigger
lights. There's
and
no
it's-
lights at night.
Yeah, and it's a lot bigger than you think it is.
Yeah.
You'd hate to be playing spin the bottle back there.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Nobody's speaking from any kind of experience at all.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just remember the one gentleman who went with us who was not thrilled about being in a graveyard, and he was
What we got
had
here?
a slight anxiety and panic to him, wanting to go home.
we were in there several times, from what I remember. But no, it's
That was like a ritual there for a while. We go see a concert at the Hill and then sneak out to the graveyard. Yeah, we was fun to hang around with, huh?
I was wondering about the other Louisville film director, famous genre horror film director, of course, Todd Browning. Todd Browning had a long career before he directed 1931's Dracula with Bela Lugosi, and then went on to produce cult classic Freaks, or direct cult classic Freaks, and many others. Mark of the Vampire, I think Lugosi was also in that one, which was a non-Universal film. But I think he's buried overseas. I think he's in Europe somewhere. So, I just always hoped that Louisville. I thought Louisville should honor him a little bit more than they do. And the only other classic monster star Louisville connections was Henry Hull from Werewolf of London, the first werewolf film ever made. And,
What would be
we
your
don't get
way
much.
that you would want to honor him?
I
Or
think there
just-
should at least be a significant marker somewhere in the city. I don't think there's much of one.
Well, I mean, if you
can
drove
petition
around
for
Louisville,
that,
you've
couldn't-
seen on side of buildings where they have people who's been famous here
Yeah,
in Louisville.
they-
They'll have their picture up on the
They
side
got
of
to
the
be
building.
pretty and famous to be up
The
there.
giant banner.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
this is,
I don't know if they'd put Todd Browning on the side of
I
a
mean,
building, but
They got an old basketball player. I don't know who
I
is on
know.
the side of one of them old buildings. I know.
and
that.
they've got Diane Sawyer and Muhammad Ali, and
Yeah.
now those things have gotten so faded from the sun that they've had to remove a lot of them, and they cost a lot of money to put back up. So I don't even know if they've done that, but I'd like to see a little hometown love for Todd Browning and Henry Hull
That's
and
what
some
I'm
of
saying.
these guys.
There ain't no reason why they could.
Exactly. Girdler. You never hear anything about the guy. He made some awesome films. But we don't appreciate the movies as much as we
That
do some
type
other
of,
things. But
fine art.
it's all fine art. It's all subjective.
Yes.
Art's all subjective. But yeah, we got plenty of sun out there today. It was pretty hot.
Nice hot summer day for you then.
Nice
huh?
hot summer day in the graveyard. So
So what did you do after the graveyard then? I thought you said
we
you
went
went
to
somewhere.
KFC.
Well, I mean after that though.
After we saw the Colonel, we went to KFC and then went to the
Did you
the
pour
book and
some,
me.
did you pour
Yeah.
some gravy on the curve?
I dipped my
Fallen-
biscuits all in the
fallen-
gravy.
The fallen,
Fallen.
kernel.
No, we can't waste the
Pour some
gravy because
apple.
it's that good. You could drink a whole bowl of the gravy.
You could waste it on the mashed potatoes now.
Yeah,
Pour it on mashed
it's not
potatoes.
Yeah, if I
For
could
the
get a
homies.
big bucket
with the
of
gravy on the curb.
get a bucket of just coleslaw alone, that would be disgusting, and I'm very happy.
I love that they have like the retro cups are back inside. You get
Mhm.
the classic. You know, they used to have the signs with the big
racist
rotating.
cup.
I don't know anything racist about it. Just Southern gentlemen want a chicken bucket that used to rotate on the signs.
Yes, yes, he did.
I remember them things.
I miss those signs.
Uh,
I don't know why we got rid of them in an effort to be mature or something.
And
but
Yes,
remember the
classy.
old
They
big
were-
hats
They were
that
going.
Arby's would
the
have?
big Arby's hats. Some
Yeah.
of those are still around, I
Yep.
think.
But yeah, you don't see that as much as you definitely did back in the day. You know,
No.
the big old hats for
Fast
big old
food has to be sophisticated.
Yeah.
You can't have talking.
Well, now
Mayor-
that they're global, they unify their logos and
It's a mayoral cheeseburger, anthropomorphic cheeseburger, who's a mayor,
the
is not considered
little,
sophistication.
fuzzballs that were the Fry Guys
Fry Guys.
stood and never figured that out.
Well, they were.
And Grimace.
They look
is
like
a-
pom poms,
They did
Grimace-
look like bomb bombs. Like
upside down pom poms.
And Grimace.
with eyes.
Grimace was a
Googly
villain
eyes
in-
on it.
He was a taste bud.
He was No, he was not.
That's
How
what they
he
said.
was? Who said that?
Them, those people that say
People
stuff.
that made that
Grimace
shit up.
was a villain at first.
Grimace was? I know the
Yeah.
burglar.
No,
because
yes, he was.
The Hamburglar was.
He was a villain. He was taking Ronald's cheeseburgers.
I remember they had little skits for commercials when we was
Yeah,
kids.
they
but I
were
can't
not.
remember- I
They were
can't-
not friends at all at first.
Go back in time.
Man,
and
I can't remember
find-
that, but I'm gonna have to find a video.
Find the
now.
black and white video of Willard Scott as the original Ronald McDonald, where he was wearing McDonald's trash on him to be
Yes.
the clown.
Oh wow! I wanna
Yeah,
see that
trash.
Yes.
And people blame Pennywise for people's coleophobia. Was that coolophobia?
now.
The fear of
Scared
clowns. My friend Heather has it. Yeah, she's just before we went into the haunted house, the summer slaycation, she said
There's something off about it.
I hope
There's
this place doesn't have
something off
clowns.
with anybody
I've been to a
wearing
haunted
it.
house with a person before, and the clowns came up, and she ran. I mean,
Yeah.
she was gone. I was just like, where'd she
But
go?
how could you walk through this haunted house that's full of all kinds of bizarre characters that they've made up, monsters and murderers and all this, and you let the clowns bother you more than the others? I don't understand. Why would they be more affecting? I don't know. I mean, I could see maybe to see a clown and to think this, if you were driving down the road at night and you saw a clown standing on the side of the road,
That'd be a little upsetting.
it might, but the clown was hitchhiking, a friendly clown who just wants a
The
ride.
clown car left him, and he was the only
Clown
one.
car, that's right. Clown car was stuck in
They're
Washington. and
supposed to fit everybody
he's-
in there. He should not have had any
he just
trouble.
was hitching a ride. He doesn't have a cell phone.
Yeah, because he doesn't have pockets in his giant
That's right.
pants.
Well, there's
So,
no room for. There's too many
This
rubber
was-
chickens.
This was many years before Pennywise
Yeah.
was popularized. Now, I think the It miniseries, the TV miniseries, scarred a lot of people.
But that was creepy for its time. I remember watching.
It
that when
was
I a
creepy
kid.
for it. It still is. It still is
Mhm.
creepy if you sit and watch it. Tim Curry.
Yep.
It was pretty impressive in that.
Mhm.
I'm going to be getting a Pennywise tattoo here soon, so I'll be able to scare those people.
Say you don't like clowns, huh? Well, get a load of this.
That
Well, we're all going to get some scary tattoos here in December, huh?
October.
October.
Yes,
That works
October.
even better. Yes. I can't wait. I know Brad's wanting a vampire, but not. You're going to get a Bela Ghostly, though, aren't you?
It'll be Dracula. It's not going to be so much the actor's
Okay.
likeness, but it'll be Dracula.
As long as he's got the Dracula medal. Needs a medal, whatever he won.
Oh, his medallion.
Yeah, something he
Yeah.
won in elementary school from field day or something like that. He's been wearing
From
it ever
how
since.
many people he impaled.
Yes. Oh, you get a medal for all your impaling.
Salem's Lot, the movie's going to push back to next year. I was kind of bummed out.
Anybody attached to that? That's interesting.
Push back to next April. Well, I don't know. I just love the the book. I reread the book in anticipation for the film, and then I
Mhm.
find out the film's been pushed back. But I enjoyed reading the book.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say that
one
used
of
to be one
those-
of my mom's favorites to
Oh,
read.
yeah, I can knock that one out. Yeah, King is so good with writing small town America, and that's really what it is. You're just, the vampires are invading this little hick town.
I remember the movie when I was younger. That came out what, 80 something?
Well, that's Tobe Hooper, who did of course, the Chainsaw Massacre, and he'll last.
Last House on the Left.
No. Wes Craven did Last House on the Left. Tobe Hooper, Poltergeist, Texas Chainsaw 2. He's had some big films, but film legend. But
And then Jason, you're gonna get the Frankenstein monster, right?
Yeah.
Is this something you're going to design yourself, or have you found something
I'm
you like?
taking the artwork that's on it's one of the Super 7 reaction Frankenstein figures, and it's very much like was it Boris? What's the artist's name?
Boris Karl?
No.
No, I'm sorry, you're right.
How about Basil Gogos?
Yes, Basil Gogos. Yes. It's very reminiscent of that. It's got some color to it. I just don't know if I want it with the. I don't know how to describe it. Whether to be more blocky with color or softer.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Or more
again,
detailed, or
I believe in this artist, but it's kind of like I almost want to just let her look at it and go, because I can mock it up myself. It's like, do it like this, or do it like this. What would you prefer, or what would you?
what
work
would be
better
easier
with?
to do it right?
Yeah, because I want this person to be comfortable in what they're doing and not have a problem doing it, and then I get something that I don't want or don't care for.
Yes, I have a cool image that I got from one of my dad's old magazines.
You're doing some kind of classic Wolfman.
Doing a
or
classic Wolfman, yeah. So
like movie or
Yeah, like the
just
movie.
art or
like the movie, like
Okay.
old silhouette picture.
Yeah.
My dad had this old magazine with all the old werewolf movies and stuff in it, and I've been thumbing through it, and I found a really cool one, so I'm going with that one.
Okay.
So,
Where you putting
I'm
that?
thinking, I was thinking about maybe adding some color to it, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I think I got a lot of color on me as of now, but I might go just a plain old black image with this one. You know, just like this.
just the outline, or
Like
would
the
you
outline
want some
and
more
silhouette,
like
you know.
grayscale?
You know, like you said, the black, well, a lot of black, blotchy kind of,
Mhm,
but you know, with enough light detail to make it where it shows out. Let's see what it is anyway. I want some crazy eyes on when they all look all spooky, looking at y'all sideways.
So yeah, that'll be coming up for spooky season. Get some monster tattoos, and
Ain't going to get that film. Hopefully, sounds like, huh? Maybe.
gonna get the film.
No, get it filmed. You know.
Oh,
a
yeah,
video of
yeah,
us,
yeah,
Who's
definitely.
going to film that for us if we're all
Well-
ratcheted down?
Well, I mean, we're gonna be. There's only gonna be one person in the chair at a time.
Right, so we can do it like that. Or if there's two, one of us can film the other two
Well,
getting in. While
I
the
think
other one's
Miranda's
waiting.
gonna. I think she's gonna do all three artwork.
That'd be cool.
So there would always be someone free to record.
Jason,
I recorded a little bit of myself getting,
Yeah,
because I'd never
yeah.
done that before, and I just I looked at it and I was like, that's kind of cool.
you
You
know
ever
where
take
gonna get
pictures?
it?
Well, yeah, I've got it all planned out. You ever like take pictures of yourself? You know,
Getting
where
a tattoo?
well, right before you go, you take a picture of yourself with the skin clean for the last time in your life, and you look at yourself and you're like, well, it's gonna be different from now on.
Well, to see pictures of me as a teenager are weird because, yeah, I have a lot more than I did back then. And you see one, you're like, whoa, look at that naked arm.
Yeah,
And you waited kind of later in life to get your tattoos too. And, yeah, and
I had that one. That's
yeah,
all I
but
had
you
for
never
years.
seen it though. You know, you had
Yeah.
that underneath your T-shirt. So now you can't say that. You got them on your forearms, both of them, and
Got one chest,
on your chest.
two
Yeah.
2 legs, and
So yeah, you're way tatted up than
Would
you
you,
was when we first met.
Would you ever do anything on your hands?
probably not. I heard they don't really hold that well.
No, because you move it around too much and
Yeah.
it fades easier, especially over time.
Okay.
It's like a neck tattoo. Now I know
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of them that's really cool, but I'd be scared because you get 80 years old and it's gonna look like a big ink spot or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about the fact, people say, "Oh, what's going to happen when you're 75 and you've got,"
Well,
I don't care about having them.
no,
I just would like them to look decent, so I try to get them in areas where I think they'll hold up.
right,
And it's
that's
something
what
that you
gotta do,
still
yeah.
care about, or
Yeah,
Yeah, because you don't want to be 80. Say, man, I wish I never got this.
yeah, I finally hate Boba Fett, so I wish I never did this.
I wish I'd never. Well, and a neck tattoo is never, because that's one area that everyone's going to have some sagging as we
Yeah.
get older. So
That's why I said I've seen some really detailed pieces over the years, and it's just like, man, I know that's not going to take very well.
Yeah,
when
I've
you get
seen
older.
some that were like super thin, and it was like a phrase or a quote, and then, and done in some kind of script, and it's like thinking about that, I was like, what's that gonna look like in a long time? I mean,
Any kind
you
of
do it
script,
because you want to do it. It's for you. It doesn't really matter in
no,
the end. But
it doesn't. But I would, any kind of script or verse, I think would be something I wouldn't be interested in.
do the poem under your under boob.
Do the Ouija board. You're supposed to tattoo a Ouija board on your chest. And then if you stay ripped and perfect looking for the rest of your life, you'll be fine.
That's too much work. That's why I don't have Thug Life on my belly.
Phil Anselmo from Pantera, what is he, Unscarred?
Unscarred.
Something like that. You could have. So that'll be coming up. Big 4-day metal festival coming up. Got and the holidays, and
We're going to have a bangover for sure.
on it goes.
Pumpkin season's coming up for me.
Oh, yes, it's time to
Yep.
to decorate some pumpkins. ain't it?
Jack-o'-lantern spectacular that they do every year. Go draw and carve pumpkins for 2 months straight.
You do all right on that. I hear you. I
Yeah.
would do it myself.
It's the finest paying gig I've ever had, with all the jobs and things I've done in the past. That is to draw and carve a pumpkin and get paid for it. Why not? And it's a lot of fun. Everybody that's there is awesome. And there's artists there that's just like, I don't need to be here. I'm sorry. You guys go right ahead.
I don't know. You put out some really good stuff. You
I've
can't say
been
you
proud of
have.
a few things that I was able to accomplish, because you are drawing on a pumpkin.
And that's no easy feat.
No, it is not.
Yeah, because when you first started that, I was like, oh, that's real cool. And then I tried, and I was like, oh, shit, go Jason. You rock, dude, because this is this is something right here. So, yes, that's definitely a job. So
Yeah,
we
Jack,
get,
and those are popular all over the country now, right?
There is maybe up to 4, maybe 5 Jack-o'-lantern spectacular. It started to up in like New Hampshire or something like that, and there's a place in Minnesota that does it. We do it here. I think Cincinnati might be doing some of that. But yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger, and that's wild.
it's his own trend now, huh?
And then what's nice is that you get artists from all over the place. Totally different set of artists. Creating. Like you could travel around and see something different everywhere.
Right, just go to a new pumpkin patch every year and, and gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all put some really good ones.
Yeah, what was the theme last year? Was television throughout the years?
I believe so. Yes.
It,
We were trying to get them to tell us what they were going to do this coming year. See what the theme is. There's some years, some of the themes is like, God. There's nothing but portraits of dead people, living people, but still, it's like, God, I'm tired of drawing dead white presidents and.
You done the superheroes the one time, I remember.
Did that.
First year you done it, what was it? Remember?
Sheesh, I don't know. It was something about movies because I remember like Planet of the Apes and Frankenstein was 2 that I did.
Didn't you do a Jurassic Park one too?
There was like a Smithsonian one that we did. So
Oh, with the
the
dinosaurs?
big dinosaur. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, some kinds of.
Yeah, that was a real good one.
And I do like the challenge as well because it's like, you want me to draw what?
And that's probably the fun part for you, knowing you. He's like, oh, okay, that's an idea I could do.
It's like, I've never done that. Well, it was funny. There was a girl there, she's a great artist. Her name is Lisa. It was doing TV throughout the years, and she's like, I guess I'm going to do the Alf.
Ooh.
She goes, I don't know who Alf is. I was like, and there's a few of us that are well into our middle ages here, and we started busting out laughing. She goes, why is he always trying to eat a cat? That was part of the dumb plot of that TV show. I was like, this was a puppet from outer space who tried to eat the cat.
Well, they ate cats.
That
Yes,
was their
that was their
delicacy.
delicacy, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, she drew a picture of Alf with the cat laying in between 2 pieces of bread. And she had no idea who it was and
that's
why.
awesome. But it would look good, though, didn't it?
It's like, here, draw a picture, draw on a pumpkin Nikola Tesla. And I'm like, I kind of know who Nikola Tesla is, but how do you make Nikola Tesla interesting on a pumpkin?
You don't, and no one looks at the Tesla pumpkin.
So I did it was Tesla and a bunch of lightning.
Lighting behind them, right.
See, people will look at the Alf pumpkin,
Yeah.
but no one's really going to look at the Tesla. I mean,
Well, you never
Did
know.
you
There's
know
some
that
science-y
in the
people out
later
there.
seasons of Alf, they really had to tone down the cat eating stuff?
Why,
If you'll
because
watch,
kids wanted to eat cats?
it bothered people.
Did the little puppy wanted to eat the cat?
It bothered people, and so they say, watch the last couple seasons of Alf, and there's far less of it, almost non-existent.
Well, now that you say that, I think I remember in the old cartoons where he winds up being more of a friend with the cat.
Oh yeah, they had
Yeah.
to tone that down.
So now that you said that, yeah, that makes sense. I can see that now.
Do you recall the opening animation to the Alf cartoon show?
I can remember the TV show, but the opening scene, no,
The
I cannot.
opening
No, I cannot
is
remember.
Remarkable animation. It is like super top-notch 80s animation, Japanese inspired.
Really?
Like fast-paced stuff, dynamic. Like if you look that up, you will be like,
That's it. I
Holy
remember
hell.
being a kid watching that show, but I can't remember the intro. Now I'm going to have to look that up. Yeah.
yes. I'll have to find that later and send it to you.
Yes, do that.
But it's like that's stuff that sticks out. It's like looking at the
It's like the OG Force intro.
no, more like the Thundercats.
Oh, yeah.
intro.
Really?
It's like that kind of pace, and it's
Wow.
freaking Alf.
And it's Alf. Well, I see
It's
that's
like
true.
go
I
back
wonder
and
why I
watch
can't
the
believe I don't know
original
that.
5 episodes of My Little Pony.
Oh,
It
from
is-
the 80s?
Yes.
Okay.
It is dark as shit. Like there's demons and dragons and all kinds of stuff. And then, fast forward after that, everything's fucking
Rainbows and clouds.
rainbows and butterflies and everything else like that. But watch the first 5 episodes of the My Little Pony.
And it gets dark, huh?
Yes.
They're trying to bring the little boys into it, too, I guess.
Yeah, and they were like, nah, this ain't gonna work. We gotta sell this to girls.
Not everything
I don't think
can
I've
be a boy
ever.
tour.
And I'm not trying to be like the guy. Well, I would never watch My Little Pony, but I just.
I
Don't.
did. I did.
say I did.
Only because there was nothing else coming on, and I wasn't about to go do my homework.
Oh, yeah. It was a good enough cartoon for all that, yeah.
Yeah.
That
I-
and what was it? Not the Smurfs, but the other ones.
Strawberry shortcake.
No, the Snorkels.
The Snorks.
And Snorks, that was it. Yeah, that was
Yes,
another
that
one.
was a Saturday for me.
That was a Saturday cartoon. They had that. I thought some of the girl stuff just looked like it was just awful. Like Holly Hobby and some of this stuff looked so boring. The Strawberry shortcake stuff looked. I just wanted to
I didn't
smell them. I wanted to see. And
They
they all
did
had
smell
little.
like that.
They had little pets and everything. There was a
There's-
villain, the purple pie guy.
And they all smell like that. The little girl lived
Yeah.
next door to me.
He
had
was called
all
Purple
those.
Pie Guy. Yeah.
He didn't have a name. It's just purple.
He was the
Is that
purple pie guy. Yeah.
Purple pie dude, pie man, and he came with some kind of vulture or something. But
Yeah. Yeah, he had a crow or a raven or something.
a
like
crow or a raven that he used to steal the pies.
that. Mm-hmm. Or what did he want to do? Bake the children?
That was Gargamel.
No, I
It's
know
Smurfs.
Gargamel. Okay, no,
Yeah.
I'm not confusing it. I'm trying to figure out.
No, I
they
mean,
had
that
the
was
purple
Gargamel's
pie
motivation,
guy,
but-
Yeah,
and
he
he
was
was
the
just like,
evil one.
I don't know what he wanted to do. I never watched an episode.
I think if you could boil them in something, they would turn to gold.
No, what did Pie Man want to do?
Oh, the pie.
Yes.
oh, I
What was his
What was
intentions?
his goal? Like,
Yes.
how was he the antagonist? Like,
Yeah.
what was he? Is it like that Danzig movie where just nothing happens, or is it? What,
Man,
what
you
was
know,
the
I'm
plot?
I'm drawing a blank. I don't know.
We'd have to look.
I'll have
that
to
up.
watch an episode.
If you
and
know,
find
please
out.
write in.
Put
Send
in
the
the comments. Let us
self-addressed
know.
envelope to.
Because Gargamel wanted to eat the Smurfs or have them use
Turn to
them.
gold.
Yeah, and
yeah.
like they had magic, like he was gonna distill magic. out of
Yeah.
it or something.
And Azrael was it would
Yeah.
help out and.
Hungry cat.
I've seen where they have one of the Gargamel animatronics from Kings Island. They have it up at some dentist office up there in
With
Cincinnati.
his one tooth.
Yeah,
That's a great spokesman
Maybe
for
they wanna-
dentistry.
Gargamel with
we should go up there and get
bald
it.
head and one tooth.
Okay. Well, are we going to heist it, or are we going to go give money for it?
I got the truck.
I don't think it's for sale, but
So we're going to do a heist.
I would like if I ever find Azrael. Yeah, I'd pay a lot for that.
I think we should just go steal it.
I think we should definitely go find it. I'd love to go take a
Be
picture
like-
of it.
Oh, I'm just checking out this. I'm new in town, and I'm trying to find a new dentist, and I thought I would walk in here.
It'd
And
probably fall apart.
When we went to go see Ice Kills 9, there was a big Garfield and a Odie statue in front of this building.
Yeah, they were sponsored by some insurance company.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I would like to have one of those. It was pretty big, but I couldn't tell if they was ceramic or.
I'm sure they were fiberglass. They were sitting outside that Indiana
well,
State Fairgrounds.
But yeah, that was very cool.
yeah.
I,
Like if that's what you remember from Ice Nine Kills, is that there was a Garfield and
I took a
Odie.
picture of them.
Oh, I did too.
So that's really cool.
Because just standing there while the goth girls were shivering, and
Huddled
And I
together
just
like
thought,
penguins.
yeah, what is that Garfield statue down there? It just seemed odd. Yeah, it seemed out of place.
Yeah,
But,
because you walking down the street, you kind of fixate on a big orange cat. So what is that
Yeah,
Garfield?
It stands out. But I would enjoy having a Mayor McCheese statue in the backyard as well. I don't know. Some people would think that's weird, but I like the pop art.
Up
pop
on your
culture
deck
art.
in your backyard
But
would
yeah,
be
just
awesome.
have it sitting out there.
just spinning.
So
Just spinning. Man.
It
With
could-
a hammer.
it
Just-
could sit out there until the
people
world ends,
causing
and I wouldn't.
accidents.
Yeah, you had to be wrecked down the street all the time.
Is that a?
Well, there was the Big Mac, the Officer Big Mac
Yeah, Mayor
playpen. It
McCheese.
looked like a jail, but
They had the bird. The bird came later.
Birdie introduced
Oh yeah,
the.
she had the little.
She ate dirty old French fries out of the parking lot.
Introduced the. No, she didn't. She introduced the. She introduced the breakfast menu.
Oh, she
When
was
they
the
first-
early bird.
Birdie the early bird, and
How about that?
she ushered in.
Thought she ate dirty old.
There was a
French fries out
time
of
where
the
you
parking
couldn't
lot.
get breakfast at McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So early '80s, yeah, they
It was Egg McMuffin
Yeah.
and the sausage biscuit and the hash brown.
and the big breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
would
Still
you
get
pay-
that.
Yeah.
You still get
yeah,
that.
yeah,
yes.
Good
Got a
God.
couple pancakes. and
Yeah. You.
it can't be good.
No. Well, I'm sure it's good, but you probably are
More syrup, please.
sopping up alcohol from the previous
If I'm
night,
getting,
and you're gonna go take a good nap.
I'm going to get morning pancakes. I want like Frisch's or Waffle House or something.
Waffles for me.
Well,
Waffles or
Frisch's is good. Cracker Barrel, something like that. You
Mm.
want breakfast food. You don't want McDonald's. The hash browns are good though.
Yeah, I'll do
Hash
my
browns
dash
are
browns.
always good. Fried potatoes are always good.
But I like theirs better because they're like a little pet. The other places serve the shoestring hash browns. They're hard
Or
to eat
like,
sometimes.
what is it? Wendy's one time. No, Frisch's. Their breakfast.
Frisch's is awesome.
The biscuits were so dry, and then they give you the crumbled potatoes in the little French fry holder, and it's like you're driving. I'm going to work, and I just got fingerfuls of pieces of potato that's not making it in my mouth, and trying to drive to work.
Well, you should have got McDonald's with the little hash brown patty.
I am a Dairy Queen breakfast guy. Is what I am.
I gotta
That's my
say,
go-to.
I like their sausage biscuits or their twin packs.
Yes, and you can eat their food on the go. Most of it.
Not the biscuits and gravy you couldn't.
No, that is not a long trip to work.
No.
No. You are not.
That is not
You
a
were
long trip at
changing
all.
your shirt, maybe your pants on the way in.
Could you
Yeah,
eat more
biscuits
jelly
and
or
gravy.
cheese or something?
One of the worst things I ate was chili cheese fries from Rally's driving. That didn't work either.
From Rallies?
No. Yeah. There was chili cheese all over the steering wheel.
I was trying to say, yeah, you usually get a park if you're going to eat Rallies.
Yeah.
So you
My
want Rallies?
brother-
Yeah, we brought by
My brother, we went out, and it just stands out. It's just so funny. Or just one of those peculiar things that we all as humans do. Like, there's just certain things. This is what we do now. You know, it's just what they do. But we had went to McDonald's, and we were getting drive-through. We were doing something else, and it was kind of like, well, let's just grab something. I was like, yeah, get a Big Mac. I haven't been to have a Big Mac. And he ordered one, too, and he said no lettuce.
Okay.
So I was just like, and I'm always curious why people leave certain things off sometimes. Because I leave everything on.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But he's like, yeah, I quit ordering with the lettuce because whenever I was driving, lettuce would just get everywhere.
It'd be all
He's like,
between
I'm
the
just covered in
seats.
lettuce during my lunch hour at work. So he just orders without lettuce. And I'm like, that's genius. He solved a human problem.
Tomato is worse on a sandwich because
Yeah,
the
it
tomato
can be.
wants to.
Slide off, yes.
Or you take a bite and you get it all.
Yes, it comes all
It
over
comes
you.
I
with
like
it,
the
right.
tomato. I just don't want to eat it all right now.
Yeah. Or it squirts liquid all over
Yes.
you. You bite into it,
Yeah.
and then you got tomato.
The whole time you're going, it's on my
Tomato
shirt.
water
It's
on
on my
you.
shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want tomato water. I said no tomato, no lettuce or onion.
These are the hard-hitting opinions of podcasting from beyond the grave.
Right. And you wanted to know. Now you do. Boy, we just went there, didn't we? But anyway, yeah, we talk about everything here. You know, from music to McDonald's to
Mainly
The
we're
Fry
going to talk about the
Guys.
stuff we love, like lettuceless Big Macs. So we went to, what was it? Weebelow Con?
Weeaboo.
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 Weeaboo Con, which that's not really what it was called. It was called Frankfurt Con, which is just a sad. And it was a
Weeaboo.
popular cultural
Weeaboo's a
convention.
derogatory term for people that love anime more than Western media.
Right.
At that Ice Kills 9 concert, or not the Ice Kills 9, the Avatar concert, the guy standing next to me nudged me and showed me his hat. It was a Majin Buu hat from Dragon Ball Z. And I yelled, "Oh, cool, Majin Buu!" And Brad looked at me and said, what was it you just called it a few minutes ago? The
Weeaboo.
Weeaboo.
And then he looked at me like I knew what he was talking about. I was like, no, what's a weeaboo?
No, we were talking about Weeaboo on the way back from the conventions. We took separate cars, and that
Well,
was
I missed that conversation because he looked at me and said weeaboo, and he said it's someone that's in love with anime too much. I said,
Or
what?
just thinks the Japanese popular culture is far superior than
Far superior than Western culture.
Western
Okay,
culture,
well,
which it's kind of funny.
Usually it's the people that drink Ramun soda. You know, if you're drinking the little Japanese soda,
Yeah.
you're paying $4 for one of
Mhm.
those, and you're now I'm gonna say eating Pocky because Pocky's delicious. But
Yes. But yeah, it was a popular culture convention. It wasn't terrible, but I told my mom about it later, and I said, because it's like, I'm actually, I mean, as I get older, I feel my age more, and that was not a true convention for me, because it was stuff that I wasn't really into, or that is the state of popularity right now.
Which
that makes any
I
sense.
understand because, well, the ones we're used to going to are more,
Back in my day,
or like the superheroes,
Comic-Cons
and, you know,
and comic
DC,
book.
Marvel, Image,
Yeah.
based and like that.
Yeah.
And so, yes, the new generation, the pulse of the youth, they like their anime.
Oh yeah, it's super popular, and there's a lot of people buying into that, and they're selling the product and all that stuff. And there were several artists there that were doing in that genre, and I was pretty impressed with some of the creativity and reproduction of what they love and sharing it with other people. I truly did appreciate that, but at the same time, I was like, damn, I'm old.
Well, it didn't help that the one Marvel Comics writer who was supposed to have been there canceled.
Yeah.
So Howard Mackey, the writer of creator of Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, I was excited to meet. And I signed a couple books, and he canceled. So we still met the voice actress.
Frieza? What
Yes.
was her real name?
Linda.
Such fans.
Well, don't roll off your tongue like that, but
I'd
yeah.
have to.
Some
she-
weeaboo you are.
She voiced Frieza and a couple characters on Fairy Tail and several other anime characters. Super
And
nice lady.
A super nice lady. She
Yeah.
was a sweetheart. We took pictures with us. She's autographed one of my action figures and a pop head. And look, I can't even tell you the name. I'm drawing a blank.
And I met Harley Quinn, and she was not very nice.
No, she whacked you in the head with a hammer, didn't
Yeah.
she? Mallet.
That was a professional cosplayer.
Yes.
That,
And she sounds a lot like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arlene Sorkel. Well, yeah, because I found out I had actually been following her and her cosplay before the convention, so I wasn't aware that this was somebody I was already following.
That's awesome.
I saw some videos on Instagram of her in a Poison Ivy cosplay, and I thought, well, these girls look amazing. I'm gonna have to follow this.
Mhm.
And then it turns out that was them. But I felt I knew most of what was out there.
Yeah.
I didn't feel
nothing was
too fish out of
completely
water.
too foreign to me. Like it was the upper crust of the popular stuff.
I feel like if I wanted to cosplay, I may look at the whatever anime and think, let's see, let me get one of the older characters. There's usually somebody, but I don't know. It depends on how well you can pull it off.
That comic shop we went to afterwards was really awesome.
I wish I could have got to go to that.
Comic interlude.
Comic interlude.
Yeah. Except
We probably should have followed y'all, met y'all out there.
I don't know that you would have bought a whole lot. I don't think you would have.
you'd we will probably need to plan a Lexington trip because there's quite a few shops, and he had a lot of stuff. I probably would have easily spent, I don't know, maybe $100 in there for the amount of stuff that I have not seen in other spots.
I found a lot of Silver Surfers and stuff at the con that we went to that I needed, and some Wolverines. I did walk out there with a Werewolf by Night that I spent $100 on, but other than
Did
that,
you?
yes, I did. It was one I needed.
what-
I got
what
all of
issue
them.
was it?
I got it was 33.
Second appearance of Moon Knight.
So all I need is 32, and then I have the whole run.
That's
And that one's not going to be cheap.
that is really cool. Is that a special one, or is it just
It's just the second appearance of,
okay?
but it's still a high dollar key,
Yeah.
So.
Another $100.
Oh, more than that.
Oh, to get
For
it
his first appearance.
for his first appearance, I've
Yeah.
seen a graded 8.4 for like $300.
That's okay. That's not
I was
completely.
thinking it'd be worse than that.
No, I'm sure you got a higher grade, yeah. Well, depends.
Yeah, we need to step into the grading arena. At least somebody does, so we can figure it out if we're smart enough to get our stuff graded. And,
Yeah, there's actually several I would like that are nice enough to be graded. I just don't want to
again,
throw
Pops
anything.
Comics is
Yeah.
offering that service
Yeah.
for a price. You could check that out.
That's for sure. I've been thinking about it, just getting it together to do it.
So what did I? All I got there was a pop. I bought that Natsu Dragneel pop, and a few comics, and got that autograph. I didn't buy any furry suits. They had lots of them.
Yeah, Mahaley bought one of them pop-ups. She got her a Lucy with the outfit of Taurus.
Lucy Hartfield, yeah, from Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
That she bought. I kind of actually it really was sort of what I expected it would be. I said about 4 rooms, and it was
Yeah.
about 4 rooms.
Yeah, the second room was even better. Yeah, because it had, there was that $2 comic room, and I found.
Yeah,
some
you picked
stuff
up
in
some
there.
stuff there. Yeah,
Yeah,
I wish I
and
would have
then,
went through them loose books actually.
I mean, I was just grabbing stuff that I found interesting, but then there was that second room, and he had a bunch of dollar books, and it seems like there were a few things in there. I've been buying a few more comics because I see you all doing them now, and I'm like, yeah, I should buy comics too.
Well, I got working on a nice run of X-Men. That's what been trying. That and Silver Surfer. So I'm trying to get all my 400s
Yeah.
on my X-Men. And I think I'm down to like.
I mean, do you have a stopping point? Because it seems like you're adding on.
Oh yeah, I'm only collecting what I want, and then everything else that I got.
I mean, do you feel
I
like
need
you're
to sell
finding? I mean, I know you're not going to get everything you ever want,
some.
but
yeah.
do you feel like all the different series? I think that what you got going now is all you're going to get, or are you going to just continue finding something else to?
I don't know. I don't know if there is because I'm always finding something along the way that I didn't know I was going to like anyway. So
Yeah.
knowing me, yeah, probably not. I'll probably get as much as I can, and then when I can't get that, I'll find something else to get.
Yeah. Or you just happen to find a run of something
Or
and be
something,
like, well,
right.
I could.
Well, that's how I started a lot of them, especially my surfers. I had found like the first 10 of the second series, and I was like, that's a nice little start. And then I was finding them in the dollar bins, here and there, issue 33 or 54, or, so on and so forth. And pick it up here, pick it up there. Next thing you know, you got a nice little run, and it's fill in the holes and see
You
what I
ever
can do
think
with
about taking some of the shorter runs of stuff that you have now and seeing about selling them to get some of the things?
it. And yeah, I got a nice box right now full of comic books that I'm gonna read bag and board and there's like short runs, and then I
Yeah.
got doubles.
Yeah.
And a nice starter box for somebody, and shoot, yeah. As soon as I get them reboarded and everything, find me a nice asking price without being too much. I ain't trying to kill nobody.
See if you can trade them out.
Trade them out.
That'd
That would be
better.
cool too. Yeah, I'm always up to do something to get something I want anyway. Because I got a lot of them that I'm sure Brad does too. A lot of runs that he's trying to fill in a little bit.
Yeah, there's
I
some
know
older
you was-
stuff like that.
I know you was working on your Jokers there. Ain't you missing like 2?
Yeah, I'd like to finish that old Joker series. I'd like to finish the new Joker series. I quit buying those for a while. It only ran 16 issues. Now they're going to start a new Joker series. That Batman Catwoman limited series, I never finished that one.
Do you have a big run of any Batmans or anything? Or are they just kind of hit
Oh
and
God!
miss?
Well, I've got the entire New 52 run. I've got most of Rebirth. I've got
So the newer ones?
all those. I mean, the classic Batman. Oh God, I don't know. Probably everything past 500. I probably have the majority of. And Detective. I've got an entire long box full of just nothing but Detective Comics one. That's full of nothing but just plain Batman. one box full of nothing but Nightwing and Catwoman comics. Got the entire run of like Gotham City Sirens. I've got
I like to
the
go
entire
through
run of
comics.
Batman and Robin, where Dick Grayson is Batman, and the Grant Morrison book. Damian is Robin. So it's pretty Batman centric. The Afterlife with Archie, I'm still looking for all the variant covers because I really like Francesco Francavilla, his covers. Robert Hack, who also does some of the cover works on those. Those guys are incredible. So I'm trying to get all of those. The original Archie horror stuff. The Sabrina, we got a new issue after years. Finally got a new issue. It was good. But how do you know whenever we're going to get the next one?
Right.
That's a tease almost. You wait 5 years. And I'm still mad about this, that you had this awesome team that makes some of the best horror books I've ever read. And then they stop. Just stop. They don't end the story. They don't cancel the book. They just stop and go on to Hollywood and make Riverdale and the Netflix Sabrina show. They did. That's what happened. Roberto Quire Sacasa, who was the writer of the book, just started writing for TV. And the books just
stopped.
They just stop. It's been years.
So she's.
I mean,
she going to pick it back up and do it regularly now, or not? No.
I mean, who knows? We got an issue of Sabrina, and it ended with a cliffhanger, because obviously we're in the middle of a story arc. They don't just end with one with an issue. Madam Satan is possessed Harvey Kinkle's body. Well, actually, no, Sabrina's father's possessed Harvey Kinkle's body. He was killed and ate his parents, and he's dating his daughter in a sense because he's in the body of Harvey, right?
maybe they're just kind of writer's block or something.
And then
It's
she ended up in
I've done all this.
she ended up in a cell
I
with
seem
a
to have
serial
painted
killer.
myself into a corner.
So there's huge story arcs going on in these books, and it just nothing. Not even they don't even tell the fans. You won't see any books for years. They just stopped. And that was the most irritating thing about it.
I was going to say, that's weird.
And they're so damn good that if they put out another issue, yes, I'm going to buy it. And it seems like I wouldn't care, but they were that good.
So maybe another year or so, you may get
Who
next one.
knows? Could be 2 years. Might get an issue of Sabrina. Might get an issue of Afterlife. There was a third series by a different team called Blossom 666, which was about Cheryl Blossom and her brother Jason. And I bought a couple of variant covers from those. Those were pretty good. And then they
Was
did
it
some.
based on the Blossom TV show from the 80s?
Well, you could have Mayhem Bialik and Blossom 666. Yeah.
I mean,
But was that Blossom, though?
Was it Blossom and her brother Joey?
No, it was Cheryl Blossom. And
I don't
her
know who
brother.
Cheryl Blossom is.
You don't read any Archie comics? You never have?
She's a blonde, right?
It's the redhead.
Oh, okay, see. I know a little bit about Archie, but not a lot.
I'm so sorry, Brett. I feel like I've failed you in some way.
He's
Yeah,
looking
you
at
don't
us
know.
with this look on
You
his
don't
face
know
like,
Hot Dog from Vegas. And Afterlife with Archie is the greatest story arc. Is that
'cause I know
Reggie
Archie,
Reggie has been
Betty, Veronica,
you know Reggie.
and I know what's the head.
So Reggie is pissed off at Midge because she's still dating Moose and she's not getting with him or something, and so he takes off in his car. He gets drunk. He sees Jughead's dog,
Jughead, that was the
Hot Dog, on the side of the road, and he hits him with the car, gravely injuring Hot Dog. So Hot Dog, somehow Jughead finds his dog. He's been hit by a car and is near death, and he takes him over
Hot Dog to the pet cemetery.
to the Greendale border, across out of Riverdale into Greendale, where Sabrina lives. And he asks Sabrina to do something, and she looks at, and the aunts come down, and the aunts say, well, there's nothing you can do. The dog has died at this point. And so he's passed on. If you'd got here sooner, we could have done something, but we can't. and so they leave, and Sabrina's just like, oh, sorry, can't do anything, and Jughead's like, you're such a hypocrite. If it was Salem, if it was your cat, you would do whatever you could. So he guilts her.
Guilt trip on
He
her.
guilts her into opening up the Necronomicon
Ah.
and
That should not
resurrecting,
be out on a regular bookshelf.
resurrecting,
Don't Dr. Strange get that?
resurrecting Hot Dog, who comes back as Patient Zero.
Does Hot Dog bite everybody else? And
Now,
that's how it spreads?
Sabrina's aunties find out what she did, and they put her in limbo. They take her off the earthly plane for a year as punishment for what she did, because it's a mortal crime of what.
Seems like what they should have done first would have been like, go find Hot Dog.
Well, Hot Dog was resurrected, and he's hiding underneath Jughead's house. So he bites Jughead, who gets sick, who goes to the Halloween dance the next night. Everyone thinks he's a zombie in a costume, and he starts.
It's a real zombie.
Well, he eats.
I like
Eats one of the girls
I
at the
like
prom.
the fact that
He's slowly eating her while everyone else watches.
whenever he's turning into a zombie, that he's like, oh, that's right, prom's going on, or the dance is going on, I need to go.
He was still aware enough that he was going to the dance.
Ah, okay.
Archie
He's like, dude, I feel
Archie
bad.
had stopped by before he really lost it, and they talked about that. So Archie shows up. Of course, Betty and Veronica are both fighting over him still. But so yeah, he becomes Patient Zero and starts a big infection, and the entire town is overrun by the undead. And we see a lot of characters.
So what about a Hot Dog? What is he still doing in there?
Last we see Hot Dog, him and Archie's dog Vegas are undead by Jughead's side with the zombie horde.
Is the dog still biting people?
Yeah,
Okay.
he would bite people.
He said, "You need to be a zombie." Arf.
He's up towards the front of the pack with Jughead, and
Okay.
He's a little faster. He can run and catch him.
Well, they got the short little legs. I'm sure it's adorable to watch him.
no, I think I want to say the last story arc had Cthulhu involved as well.
Oh, of
so I
course,
mean, we just,
Cthulhu. Why
and
not?
so this is not the Riverdale of TV or the Riverdale that people know. These are the best Archie stories. I don't know, maybe except for Archie Meets Predator, which I loved. I thought that was fantastic.
Thinking about that, Archie has met a lot of people. I know there's been a bunch of Archie.
Archie met the Punisher.
I want to say Archie met Kiss too. If I'm not
that
mistaken.
probably went better for everybody than
And,
Archie met the Predator. I tell you, I bought the Predator book. It didn't end well for anyone.
Who else has Archie met that I've seen? I know there's been
I
shit
think
ton
Veronica survived.
I think
Somebody
Archie should meet Leprechaun.
Archie meets Mary McCheese. Jughead meets Mary McCheese. That wouldn't be good.
of Archie and
How about-
Godzilla.
Jughead, you ate the mayor.
Archie meets Hulk. I don't know what.
But yeah, I know there's been a bunch of spin-offs like that.
Puny redhead.
Everybody wants to see Archie do everything.
Archie meets the Mandalorian.
Learns the Force.
Archie meets Optimus Prime.
Ugh.
He's the original Spike.
That sounds awful. I do not recommend any of these story ideas.
Don't knock it till you tried it, man. Come on.
That's right. You need to catch up on Riverdale.
No, I don't. I got the first episode in. Excuse me. I did not finish the first episode. Because they were playing Spin the Bottle at the rich girl's house, and I was like, there's nothing I need to see else here.
That was Cheryl Blossom. What do you mean? You said you didn't
Oh.
know who she was.
I know who she is.
Now you know who she is.
Why did
Yeah.
we need to know who she was?
Or was that Veronica's house? That's right. It was Veronica's house. The Blossoms were there.
Okay.
I'll show you. Send you a picture later of the alternate covers.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I want to sit him down too.
So yeah, that tangent came out of what collecting runs in my collecting. So yeah, The Walking Dead, the Archie horror books that will never get finished, and they had some super-sized ones too. And I'm always looking for those. They're like magazine-sized.
Yeah.
It's got that really great artwork on it.
Like the old heavy metals or something.
No, like the more like old EC comics. Like
Oh,
Tales
okay.
from the Crypt or something.
All right. I got a bunch of EC reprints. I love them old books. Them old covers of some of them are really cool.
I have a bunch of old pulp books, and that I started to buy. And the oldest one I got is like 1928. And I had thought about taking the time to like scan all the pages in for other people to read. And a friend of mine was like, "Yeah, you can find that on the internet already. You don't have to do that." I was like, "This is great. I'm finding all this old stuff." And that would be really cool.
And we're digging it out. He says right here somewhere.
Yeah, here it is.
There it
Nope,
is.
that's not it.
Oh, too soon.
It's got a pirate on the front of it.
Arr.
Yes, here it is. Everybody. No, 1923.
23.
1923. Everybody's.
Everybody's magazine.
Yeah, it's like a reader's. Well, it's bigger than a Reader's Digest. It's magazine size, probably about a half-inch thick. It's got a few black and white drawings in there, and short story about adventure in 1923.
Raphael
Looks in good shape.
Sabatini. That name sounds really familiar.
Nice shape to be as old as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever your dad was over here not too long ago and he was talking about trading, I'm like, I'm not giving
He
these up.
said, I ain't doing that one.
Do you need
Oh,
to take
square
a
bound?
photo of this?
No. I'm just
Okay.
gonna Google something.
I'm just going to look at
Are you going to look up the name? Let's see if he's important.
Oh, I know he's an author.
Everybody's first in fiction. 25 cents. That was probably expensive reading material in 19.
Today, that would be like a $5 book,
That's
$6 book.
$8 maybe.
Maybe. Boy, has times changed.
But it's a really cool cover
He
too.
wrote Captain Blood. I love the Errol Flynn film adaptation.
A complete novel by Raphael. I wonder if that's
Okay, he also wrote The Seahawk.
it's cool.
Yeah, he wrote 2 pirate books that they turned into feature films that Errol Flynn starred in. And I really like those. Those are in the 40s. So he wrote The Seahawk in 1915 and
Wow.
Captain Blood in 1922. And then Errol Flynn was playing those characters in the late 30s. So that's pretty cool.
All right, we're going to have to wind up this episode. We're about to run out of room.
Well, it's been fun once again being here with y'all. I hope y'all listened and stayed all the way to the end. Next time we'll be a little bit more conversed on what we're talking about. We got a little bit all over the
We
place.
know
on this one.
exactly what we're talking about.
I'm just saying we went from.
I stand behind everything I've said,
Okay. well,
I think.
I find one correction here. Actually, the Seahawk.
He stole it.
No, the Errol Flynn version is not a remake, but a wholly new story, which just used the title. But there was a 1924 version of the Seahawk starring Ramon Novarro. That's
a
direct
retelling then. huh?
adaptation of that. The Errol Flynn film is the retelling.
Right.
But it's pretty good though. I like it a lot. So.
Interesting.
We cover all genres. That's the Pulse of the Dead, right there.
That's right.
Podcasting from beyond the
I'm
grave.
talking about 1930s films. It's definitely the Pulse of the Dead, but
Yes.
you should be able to have a favorite film from every decade. I
Well,
know
we
I
started
do,
off in a
so.
graveyard, so yeah. I
The
guess
pulse
this
sounds
is
like
the dead show.
that. It's got to sound like a death rattle. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in and holding on to the very end. Please like, subscribe, check out some of our other stuff on our channel.
Because we get the Blue Skull with Jason, and we get some
We
anime Anakin with Brad.
Yep.
That's right.
And coming soon, you might have something from me.
Anime
We don't
Anakin.
know.
Yep. Yep. Just
Find
working
it on YouTube.
Yes, the tubes. Okay. Thank you, everyone.